traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
Alright, my fish friends, basically I'm doing a small video on this black diamond abrasive product. It's actually black sand. I read up in just a few people that have used it as aquarium substrate, just like sand. It's $10, $10.99 right now for a 50-pound bag. Well, this tank that's going up right now, you can't really see it here, but the background I spray painted the glass white, and I had these gray rocks in here, but I didn't quite like the look of it, so I ended up wanting to go with the black, and I will be putting this in my tank and updating it. It's just a quick thing to show people that you can use this sand. Even if you go to Tractor Supply where I got mine, you go to the reviews, everybody's using it there, so I'm not the first. There's been people using it, and apparently it doesn't do anything to the fish. The only thing that I've noticed that people say, it brings the pH up a little bit, but it's basically black sand. It's used for sandblasters, and this is the only one. Black diamond comes in this black color. So tune in. I'll keep this tank updated and show you guys the fish in here and how they're doing. Just wanted to make a quick video as to this cheap alternative for black sand. From what I've heard, you can also use this in salt water, and it does not do anything, no negative. I will be trying it also in my saltwater tank, but I wanted to make a quick video just to let everybody know that this does work, and I will show also it on the inside the tank and keep everybody updated to make sure whoever's going to try this knows that, hey, it's pretty safe, and it's a cheap. I mean, for this 50-pound bag, I paid $11. I can only imagine how much if you bought it actually for an aquarium. So tune in, guys. More stuff like this, not just my crazy projects, but just the little daily routine things that I do to keep the hobby, or keep my passion in the hobby. Take care, guys. God bless. Alright, so this is actually the third time I'm filming this because I keep hitting the wrong button in this camera. But anyway, making this video for anybody that's trying to look for a cheap way to put gravel in their tank. I brought up a 55-gallon tank that I spray painted the background white, and originally I tried some gray rocks. I didn't like it, so I wanted to do the black sand. Turns out black sand at your normal pet shops or PetSmart, whatever, online, it's pretty expensive. And with me being the only one working, because my wife just had the baby, it just wasn't in my budget. So I looked online and I found out that a lot of people were using what they call black diamond sandblaster sand. And this sand has actually been used before for aquariums. And so I decided to give it a shot. And even as I was shopping online through Tractor Supply, because that's the one that carries it, I found in the reviews a bunch of people that used it for their aquariums or have been using it. I bought 2 bags today. As I was going there, there was somebody also buying a bag they were going to use for a fish tank. They've used it before. So I felt really comfortable doing it. I figured I'd make a video though, just to show you guys that it does work, and it is safe for the fish. And it looks good. I actually like it better than the black sand. The fish that I put in there is a fish I got for free because it was super sick. It had columnaris, and the fish farm was unable to treat it and cure it. And with my method, I cured it. And I'll make a video on that because it's kind of lengthy how I do it. But yeah, he was in bad shape. So, I mean, I got 6 of these guys, and one of them was too bad, and I'll show the pictures of how bad it was. And when they're that bad, no matter what you treat them with, they usually their body can't hold it. So yeah, I brought up a tank, white background. I wanted it to look nice, and I had originally some gray rocks that I bought. I didn't like the way it looked, so I wanted black sand, and I used the Sand Blaster sand, the Black Diamond brand. Perfectly safe, looks good. Didn't even clean it when I put it. Actually just tossed it in there and ended up just kind of letting it rise to like the middle of the water, and I siphoned it back out, put water back in, let it get to the room temperature where my fish were, and acclimated them correctly, and they went in and they're doing fine. So it is a cheap way to put gravel in your tank. If you're looking for black sand, even in salt water, they're using it. So basically for 11 bucks you get a 50-pound bag, and price might have been cheaper before because everything has gone straight to hell right now, excuse my language. You're paying for everything like triple. So yeah, I'm using the Black Diamond bag. I want to show you guys. I got fishes in there. This is actually, I believe it's a male red devil. Sold to me as a red devil. I call him Midas, but red devil Midas, about the same thing. I am trying to cross him with some Mayans. These Mayans are in fresh water though, not like the saltwater tank you'll see on the right there. That one is salt water. Although they're the same fish caught at the same time, same lake, I did not convert these other females to salt because they did not come sick. I only converted the ones that came really, really sick with a bunch of crap over them because it cures them. So I figured I cure them and they get to, you know, be free from whatever the hell they had. They had a bunch of crap. I mean, some of them basically looked like they were transforming. The whole skin and everything would fall apart and new skin come in. So, but anyway, let me show you guys. This is the tank that I'm talking about, and please excuse the mess, but as you can see, that tank right there, I have a white background. That is the Mayan females, I mean, and that is the Midas. If you can see, I spray painted my background white, and I have the sand in there. Let me get closer. Let me put some light in here. Looks just like black sand. They're doing perfectly fine. I did this morning. It's nighttime right now. That fish right there was actually completely full of red sores everywhere. I mean, missing parts on top of his face. You can still see some of the fin rot he had around him. Although it stopped the fin rot, I don't know why the fins are not growing back. Those are female Mayans. All three of them. I'm not too sure if this is a male. It is the biggest one out of the pack. And my favorite one, even though it doesn't have the biggest hump out of them, but it is massive. But one time I was wrong. I had a massive female, and kind of looked like this, and I thought it was a male, and it was a female. For me, they're very hard to vent when they're white like this. I can't see the vent very well. I believe it is a male. I'm hoping it is a male. I'll find out as I start power feeding her or him. Usually when I power feed them, and by power feeding I mean the high protein stuff, when I get them in condition to breed, if I see a tube come out, then this one will no longer be in this tank, as I need a male with these. These are 100% female Mayans. I need a male for what I'm trying to do here. So yeah, this is the Sandblaster sand in here. I bought 2 bags. I only needed 1 because I don't like the thick. I just don't like a lot of gravel. My brother likes to stack up his tank with gravel. I don't. If I could go without gravel, I would do it, but I know the benefits of having the gravel, and so for this particular tank, I wanted to do it. Over here is my Dragon Ball themed tank. I had to actually swap out tanks because the one that was up here started leaking, so I put everything back together into another 55 I had just laying around. On the left over here is saltwater Mayans. And for that one I had to get a UV sterilizer because I'm right by a window, and even though I have those blinds, this thing got full of algae. My water turned freaking brown, so ended up getting a UV sterilizer, and now it's clear. But yeah, I just wanted to, if you guys are, I'll put a link somewhere in here. I'm going to figure out how to do it, where you can get this black diamond Sandblaster sand. So I'll put a link, but don't hesitate to try it if you're looking for a low budget way of putting gravel in your tank. And if you're like me and you were looking for black sand, this thing is beautiful, just like black sand, and it's dirt cheap, and fish are fine. I'll keep updated on this tank. These guys just went in this morning, and they've been doing just fine. So you can see water's clear, and I barely cleared. I mean, like I said, I just put it in and filled it up halfway, took out the water again, and voila, put water again, and here we go. That filter there, that sponge filter, was already pre-established in another tank that had 2 of them. All I did was replace it and put a new one on the established tank, and took the old one and put it in here. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll put a link in the description for Sandblaster sand and other people that have done it. I appreciate you guys watching. Peace out and God bless.